What is up, peeps? Thank you for tuning into this episode of the podcast. Let's just get straight to it. I've been watching a lot of weird movies. Um, I'm not like your average, person who likes mainstream things. I don't know. You probably ask, like, if you would go around my campus at the Art Institutes, you ask the average artist what their favorite movie is. They're gonna say, The Avengers. Like 75% of the time they're going to say The Avengers or Captain America, something Marvel related, right? Because these movies, they have lots of influence, right? I like movies that are hidden gems. um, Movies that border on psychological, philosophical questions. Of course, The Matrix comes into mind, but that's, everybody knows about that. No, movies like Interstellar, which delves deep into physics, quantum entanglement, time travel, wormholes, the power of a black hole. And a human being travels to the very precipice of the universe, the most chaotic thing in the universe, a black hole. And a dude goes inside of it, and everything makes sense because he's been gang stalked his entire life by a ghost. And this, like, made me think of my situation where I experienced a lot of, still do, I experience paranormal activity. I can see spirits. I'm very empathetic, not just to people, but to the unseen. At night, I would feel and see shadow people looking at me, and I would just lie in my bed in sheer terror. As I got older and I developed my spiritual powers, that fear went away. And it was replaced by the security that I was, still am, in the warmth and embrace of my true creator. Or my higher self. Maybe the creator is our higher self. We all create our own reality, right? Maybe you're your own God. You own your own little universe, and that's why there's so many parallel universes. Anyways, someone should make a movie about that. Take note, Drew. 1408. That was a horror movie with John Cusack. Amazing concept. A horror movie unlike no other. There's not a physical person. It's a room that is evil. And this guy goes through almost like a Dante's Inferno-esque experience where he gets tortured according to the 7 deadly sins because he's lived the life of a selfish man, and at the end he realizes he doesn't have to die like one, and he sets the room on fire. There's 2 endings. One ending is spectacular where the tape recorder of his daughter, speaking to his daughter's spirit, and she dies again in his arm. Oh, that movie was fucking crazy, bro. Fuck, I get goosebumps thinking about that shit. John Cusack was amazing in that movie. Just like Christopher Nolan was amazing in Interstellar. So let's talk about how time travel works and wormholes, right? And I'm going to demonstrate this very, very simple. You want to get from point A to point B. This paper represents the entire observable universe. So that's definitely millions of light years away. It would take you millions of years to travel. Let's say this is Earth to Earth 2. Only means of survival. What do? You look for a wormhole. Somewhere in the deep void of space. When a star implodes, gravity starts to embrace itself into a singularity. The gravity then starts getting stronger and stronger and stronger until it forms not a hole in space-time, but a spherical opening. Yeah. A lot of you thought that black holes were just like a hole in space. No. It's a spherical opening. Think about that. Think how crazy that is for a second. A spherical opening. Dude, this is real. Alright? So, how are we going to get from here? We travel to the black hole. Let's use the planet Jupiter as reference. We get caught in Jupiter's gravitational pull, and we slingshot really quick to the black hole. This mission will probably take maybe 2-3 years. But once we get there, some brave motherfucker with the biggest cojones in the world is gonna go through this black hole. And it is going to bend space and time and warp so you get there. But it doesn't end there. You're already here. We started off here, we're already here. How much time has passed? That depends on how many light years away you are from your point B. At reference, I would say 200 million light years away. So that's 200 million years that have passed on Earth. And you're over here at Earth 2. But you have to find a way to contact your civilization in the past. Right? So they can come through here and send colonies. How do you do that? Again, you're going to have to find another wormhole. But this time, you're not going to have to go through it. You're going to have to find a way to harness its power. How are you going to do this, Drew? You might say, oh, well, I don't know. Harnessing the power of a black hole. Harnessing the most chaotic thing in the universe. But in reality, it's just gravity. How do you hold gravity? How do you stop gravity? That's gravity. That's how you stop it. Counter-gravity. I don't know. At this point, we'll be getting very theoretical. I would say my idea would be to make a gyroscopic machine around the entire black hole that is constantly rotating, emitting whatever type of gases, radiation, gamma rays that it's absorbing, and using that to slow it down. In which, in turn, you can probably send a probe to send data, which will come out to the other side, which will travel through the past, and our planet will be able to receive it through the wormhole. Now, this is a very brief explanation of quantum physics. So I hope you learned something. Yeah. That's it for today's podcast. I don't know. I'll probably do another lecture later on today. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these types of videos. I've been getting really sciencey lately, so there's yeah, I'm getting into that shit, man. You know why? Because I hate this fucking planet. I want to get the fuck out of here. You know, I don't hate this planet. I just hate the people. I hate the society that we live in. We could be so much more. Look at me. I'm 30 years old. I quit my busboy job. I was a busboy. Come on. It's no way to live. Fucking employers want to make you think that's the most that you deserve. You know, I think Christian, he told me when I told him, I was thinking of going back to college. He's like, that's good. He's like, I don't want to see you here. I'm like, what? He's like, that's good. Don't waste your time here. He told me that. He told me, don't waste your time here. And I think that's why Christian let me go. Now that I think about it. He was doing me a favor. He probably knew what I was going through. And that job was just feeding a terrible addiction. Because it was. I've been clean from heroin for like 5 days. I had a relapse. The last day of the job, I had a relapse because me and my dad in the morning he was drunk. He's an abusive drunk, saying shit like I should have been aborted and shit. I couldn't take it. I went out and I bought 3 bags of heroin. Snorted them. I was an emotional wreck that day. I flipped out on one of my best friends. I hurt his feelings so bad. I really regret that. I'm so sorry, Ben. But, you know, God puts and takes away people in your life. But the thing is, he was another addict. It's probably good that I don't hang out with people like that. But, and this just comes to show you that heroin does not discriminate. Even the brightest minds can be tempted by vanity and corruption, which will slow down their progress. Some may say that there's a conspiracy where people ruin the lives of those who have lots of potential, those who have lots of influence, individuals. We call them indigo children, and it's called gang stalking, where they infiltrate their lives and they make their lives hell, but they leave no evidence of it. So they paint you as crazy and schizophrenic and shit, and actually you're seeing the world as it really is. That's a crazy theory. You should look into it. Interstellar secretly spoke about gang stalking. They also put it out there that the moon landing was fake. That the moon landing was faked to bankrupt the Soviet Union. Which makes perfect sense. You know when the Red Hot Chili Peppers say, space is the final frontier, but it's filmed in a Hollywood basement. So who knows? This whole black hole stuff could be bullshit. All my knowledge of quantum physics could just be fake. That's another thing. Then what's their actuality? That we're living in a simulation. Thank you for watching.